Welcome back, guys. In the last video we showed you how to use the element carousel from a portfolio, project and task level. We also showed you how to add and edit objects. In this video we'll now show you how you can view reports and metrics related to those objects. Firstly, we'll start off with the reporting interface. In the overview panel we can start to look at reports. So let's look at the report drop-down. In the report drop-down, you'll notice that there is a list of reports to choose from and the main interface where the report will be displayed. Let's look at a list of our portfolios. In the portfolio report, there are elements within the portfolio report that your company may wish to edit, such as if they've added custom fields to the portfolios, they will be displayed in the columns on the right-hand side. As standard in a tabular report, such as this portfolio report, you will have some default columns. You'll have your name, description, the range or duration of the portfolio, the red, amber or green or RAG status of the portfolio, and the status of the portfolio, whether it's active, on hold or completed. You can also start to filter some of the rows in your portfolio report. If I wanted to view my portfolios filtered by end date, I can select the icon in the end field, and you will see that now my portfolios are arranged by the latest end date to the nearest end date. And if I wanted to change it back by start date, I can do the same thing. I'll also show you what the projects report looks like. As you can see, the projects report is also a standard tabular report which functions the same way as the portfolio report. You can see here it has the default columns, and in this column here it lists which portfolio my project belongs to. Now let's look at some other types of reports. I'll select the portfolio hierarchy report. Now this report shows me my work breakdown from a portfolio level, and if I wanted to drill down into the next level, for example, my first portfolio contains my first project, I can click on the drill down or drill up. What you'll see here is that the standard fields such as range, type, RAG status and active, along with advanced fields such as cost forecast, baseline and actuals, or benefits forecast, baseline and actuals, will also be displayed in this report. Another useful report to look at is the status report. So if I choose the status report from my reports menu, I'll be taken to the status report interface. So here in the status report, there are four key sections: the company status, the key performance indicators, and the child section, which gives me a summary of all the work that is contained within this status report. At the bottom, you'll notice we have full page reports. If I was to drill down into my portfolio level within my company, the status report will reflect the details within that portfolio. So if I ran a project report, you'll see that it displays the two projects contained within the portfolio. So back in my portfolio level status report, I can drill again down to the project level. Once again, the three key areas contain the project level details, project status, and key performance indicators. One other function that you may have noticed is the executive summary. This gives a chance for the project or portfolio manager to type in a summary, save it and submit it so that his or her manager can view the latest status report. I'll go through and show you an example. Now I'll put in a date for today. I'll save my report and I'll submit it. Once I've submitted it, the system creates a snapshot of the report I've submitted, and I can view that snapshot by clicking on the history and clicking on the snapshot I created. Now in the previous video we showed you how to use the carousel. For the reporting functionality, you can access it via the overview panel, and keeping in mind that any reports accessed via this panel will be at the top company level. If we wanted to access reports within a portfolio or a project, we can open reports at that level by going into the carousel. So for example, let's look at a portfolio level reports via the carousel. Now down here in the options section, I can select the reports button, and the interface is very similar to the reporting drop-down, except anything I click on here will be at the level that I've chosen. So within this portfolio, I can see there are 2 projects, notification and project 2, and it gives me the details that I recorded against those projects. Similarly, if I select the status report at the portfolio level, it will give me the status report from within the carousel regarding this portfolio. The functionality is still the same, and I can still drill down. Okay, let's look at how we can get some real-time metrics. Now, back on the Overview panel, I can select my Dashboard drop-down. Keeping in mind that this dashboard is at a company level and will roll up all the work that I've done through my portfolios, projects, and tasks. On the top right-hand side of the Dashboard drop-down, you will notice the dashboard icon. If you click on it, you'll be taken to a Widgets menu. Here you'll find a list of widgets that Element currently has. To add a widget, just select from the list. You'll get a preview of the size of the widget, and you press Add Widget. Now you'll notice that the widget has added to my dashboard. If I wanted to move widgets around, I can simply click and drag them. If I wanted to reposition some of my widgets, I can click on them and position them where I want on my screen to create a layout that I'm familiar with. I can just press the Close button. Once you're done selecting the widgets and display that you like, you can just simply click off the dashboard screen, and when you go back to the dashboard, it'll contain the widgets and the display that you've chosen. Now, similar to reports, you can also view dashboards within portfolios, projects, tasks, and in fact any other type of object. So for example, if we go into one of our projects, we'll go into the notification project, and if I select my dashboard at the project level, I'll start to view dashboard metrics within the project itself, and it operates the same way. I can get rid of widgets, I can select widgets from a menu, and I can move around my widgets. So, in this video, we've covered off for you how to access reports via the Overview panel for company level reports, projects, or portfolios. We've also shown you how to look at dashboards. We encourage you to go through the portfolios, projects, tasks, and any other object type that you create and select reports or dashboards and customize them to what you want to view.